We're having lighting issues. It's gloomy outside, not much light coming in. Lights flickering and burning out over here. Bad hair day. But you know what? It's a weird kind of day, but we're filming anyway, so let's have fun. That looked crazy. Let's have fun. Let's have fun! Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I've got for you a haul. So if you saw my previous video, I went to Walt Disney World in Orlando for 12 days, and I picked up a few things at Disney World. So if you're curious what I picked up, link down below. A few things. It's a long one. Grab a snack. Anyway, I also picked up a few makeup items that I'd like to show you. And what I did really for this trip is, I'm Canadian, so for me to go to the States, there is an exchange rate, which really sucks. But what I tried to do for this one is to stick to items that I know that I can't purchase in Canada or that are hard to find, so that it would make it more worth it to pick up in the States with the exchange rate. I don't think it's worth it to pick up, let's say, a palette that I can purchase myself in Canada because of the exchange rate, so I decided to stick to things that are not as available for me. So the haul is not that big this time. I kind of stuck to more Disney stuff this time around compared to some other US hauls I've done before. But I still want to share with you guys what I got. So here are the items. So I just wanted to share with you guys this bag. So my hotel had Peter Thomas Roth as the little samples that they give out. So I brought back a whole bunch because they kept just giving them to us. Every time they came to the room, they just kind of gave a whole bunch of them. So I'm like, okay, so I brought some home. And actually the lotion in here, which is the white one, is actually really good. I ended up using that on the trip, the entire trip. So there's some body cleanser with vitamin E. There's some shampoo, there's some conditioner, and some lotion. They also had bars of soap, but those were just kind of regular hotel bars of soap. They were nothing special, so I didn't bother with those. But I brought all this back, and I'm going to be sharing some samples with some friends. And also keeping a few for future trips, because I think these are perfect travel sizes, because I emptied mine over there, my shower gel and my shampoo. So I'm going to be bringing this on future trips. So we went to Walmart and I picked up some of the Wet n Wild brushes that they had. I picked up the 4 different ones that they had because they're really hard to find here, and I've been really wanting to try them, and they're pretty cheap. I think they were $2.49 or something like that each, or it was pretty affordable anyway. So I picked up 4. So they had the flat top brush, the contour brush. This is the, oh, that name is hiding, small shadow brush, and the powder brush. So I picked up these 4. I mean, and if they're not amazing, then, you know, I'm not too sad about how inexpensive they were. But I love tools, I love brushes, so figured I'd like to try them and see how they work out. Plus, I love the color. I forgot my setting spray as well, so I had a little travel size of the All Nighter Urban Decay one that I wanted to bring, and I forgot it. So I picked up the Wet n Wild Photo Focus All Day Wear. That's all it says. That's a setting spray. I picked this up. I mean, it did the job for when I was there. I wouldn't say that my face makeup looked amazing. I liked the way my eye makeup looked at the end of the day, but I don't think it's because of this. So, I mean, it was okay. I'll keep trying it and testing out the durability of it, but I didn't think it did an amazing job. But it did the job at a small price in a small bottle for when it was there. And the last Wet n Wild product that I picked up is the Mega Cushion Color Corrector. This is for the redness. So I'm kind of curious. I really like the Lancome one that they've got, and I wanted to try a drugstore cheaper version of a cushion one just to kind of compare, and maybe I'll do a side by side. I don't know. Are you guys interested in that? I don't know. I do have some redness a little bit that I try to hide on my cheeks, so it'll be nice to try and see if this actually works. So there I had all the other colors, but I figured the redness one would be nice to be able to compare with the other ones I've got. On a second trip to Walmart, they had the Milani highlighters. They didn't have them the first time we went, but they restocked at some point during the week. So I picked up 2. So this one is the 02 Day Glow, and this one is a 01 Afterglow. So this one's a bit more of a I guess goldish champagne-y, and this one's more of a pink one. The other ones were too dark for me, so I didn't pick them up. I don't know if we could find this, to be honest, in Canada, probably at some point. They just come later, which is a little frustrating and sometimes a little annoying. But I figured, you know what, they've got them, I want to try them, so I just picked them up there. So we'll see how these turn out. And they're just so pretty. I mean, I love the packaging of Milani. Yeah, it's plastic, but they just look really nice. They just look pretty. Then we also took a little trip to Ulta, which is kind of my favorite part because we don't have Ulta here in Canada, and there are brands like It Cosmetics and Lorac that we can't get here in Canada, so I try to pick up a few things. Interestingly enough, I didn't pick up any It Cosmetics or Lorac, which is what I was going for. Anyway, but I did pick up 3 items. The first one I picked up is another one of the Bare Minerals 5-in-1 BB Advanced Performance Cream Eyeshadow with Broad Spectrum SPF 15. So this is what it is with the box. It's a little cream shadow in a tube like this. I really like these. I love these for a quick look or base to a quick look. They do a really good job for those. And I noticed that our Sephora is starting to, like, all the colors starting to clear out. So I'm not sure if it's because they're discontinuing the item or maybe they're just going to stop selling it in Canada. Because Bare Minerals has some stuff that they sell in Canada and some that they don't. So I couldn't find these, and these, there was a whole bunch of colors available. And I've only ever seen like 3 or so at Sephora in Canada. So I was excited to use this one because I had one before in this color. This is blushing pink, and I wanted to dry it out because I'm not sure if it dried out or if I used it all, one or the other, but I want another one, so decided to pick it up. Then I headed over to NYX, and I want to find the eyeshadow base in white. So I know there's a lot of people that talk about the crayon version of basically when you do like a colorful look, you put it on and it really makes the color of your eyeshadow pop. I'm not a fan of the crayon. I don't like what it does on my lids. I find it still moves when I put stuff on top. Maybe because my lids are oily. I don't know. But I decided to pick up the base in a little pot. I saw, who was it? The Jam Beauty 89 or Kathleen Lights. I don't remember. I'm sorry. Talk about this, and I'm like, oh, they have a cream one, so I haven't tried it yet. No idea if it's going to be good on my lids, but usually I like some kind of base like this. I usually pick like a neutral one that has a bit of color. I'm using an Annabelle one right now that's doing a decent job, and I'm curious to see how this works, so I will definitely let you know. And this is the White Pearl eyeshadow base. We'll see. And then the last item I picked up at Ulta is the Tarte Shape Tape. Oh my god. Okay, so super hyped, of course. Everybody and their moms are talking about it. I am in love with my Maybelline Dark Circle Eraser. I use that all the time. It's the only one that doesn't crease under my eyes. It's, I'd say, medium coverage, medium to full if you add more. It blends really nicely. I love that one. It's my holy grail at this point. But everybody talks about this, and I figured, you know what? They had some shades available. And I decided to try it. So, Shape Tape, I got the color Light. I'm not sure if it's the perfect match, but they had a bunch of colors. Like there was a fair beige or fair sand, some kind of color like this. And then there was the light color, the light neutral, and the fair neutral. They could all probably work in some function on my face. And I'm like, okay, I gotta pick one. So I decided to go with the Light. It is a good color match. Maybe I could use something a bit more pinkish, or I don't know. It's I found it very hard to match because they had so many like variation on the light shades. I was like, oh my god, which one do I take? But I think it still works fine. I use it a couple times. It is full coverage. People don't lie. It is definitely good. Do I like it better than my Maybelline? Jury's still out on that one. I gotta use it more because I've only used it twice for that. So stay tuned. Stay tuned. I also wanted to talk about 2 other items that I want to include in this haul. I didn't pick them up on my trip, but my husband did go to the States in the beginning of March and picked up 2 little gifts for me on his way at Ulta. things I can't get in Canada. So he picked up for me the Lorac unzipped gold. I like the regular unzipped, the one that's more rose gold. It's gorgeous. These shades are just absolutely amazing. I haven't been able to delve into it, but I think it's my next one that I'm gonna dig into. I swatched as gold. I was like, oh my god, it's so beautiful. So definitely excited to use this, and especially as a palette that I cannot buy here in Canada. And I just love the sleekness of the Lorac packaging. It's so small and sleek and compact, yet the shadows are big inside and are nice and buttery. So anyway, I'm excited to try this, and thank you, Mr. Hubby, for getting that for me. He also got me this. I knew he was getting the unzipped. I didn't know he was going to get this one. This one was a surprise. It was the Too Faced Peanut Butter Palette. So this one I was kind of on the fence. Peanut butter and jelly, sorry. So, I was kind of on the fence on this one because I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to use this with the shades and the purples and stuff like that. It is absolutely beautiful. I mean, it's supposed to smell like peanut butter and jelly, but I find it smells more like, the first smell I get is the chocolate from the same thing as the Too Faced chocolate bar. But then, if you really dig your nose in, now I look like I'm addicted to the smell. There's a hint of peanut in the back. But anyway, but I have actually used this, I'd say about 4 or 5 times. I like it. I don't know if you need it if you've got the other chocolate bar palettes, but I actually really like it. I put Nuts About You and I'm like, whoa, that's pigmented, but it's a beautiful color. I think I've used all the colors in here except for Peanut Brittle in the middle here. I haven't used that yet. Oh, and Bananas. I haven't used Bananas either. But I've used every other shade. My favorite row is this row right here. I usually put Peanut Butter in the crease, Buttercup in the outer corner. I've also used Jelly in the outer corner, and I've also used Jammin' in the outer corner too. Makes a nice little pop of purple. I actually really like this palette, and yeah, I mean, the quality I found with the shadows was there. I love Soft and Sweet. I love how that looks on the lid for a very soft, natural look. Yeah, I mean, I like this palette. I didn't think I would. I like it better than I thought. That's my verdict on it. Well, that's it, guys. That's all my haul. That's all I bought when I was in the States. Let me know down below if you've used some of these items and what you think about them. Do you agree with me about the peanut butter? Do you like it? Do you not? That's it. And if you like this, please go ahead and subscribe. I'd love to have you back. And stay tuned for more. I do have some other stuff that I am going to film very soon about what was in my makeup bag and my skincare and all stuff that I brought on my trip. If you're interested in seeing that, please subscribe so you're notified, and click the little bell so you know when those go up. And that's it. I'll talk to you later. Bye, guys.